Hey there guys, my name is Robin Spalding. I am a hairstylist behind the chair of over 16 years, and I am also an educator of 4 years. I wanted to start this video series because as I've gone and taught some of my technical and color classes, I find that more and more people get very curious about how I built my clientele so quickly. A little bit of background on me: I have lived in Texas, I've lived in New Orleans, and most recently I've lived in Florida. And I have actually started over a total of 4 times, including the time that I decided that I wasn't going to do hair for a couple of years. I had kids and I decided to stay home for about 4 years in the middle of my this 16-year period. So I had to start over from scratch. When I first started as a hairstylist, when I first moved to New Orleans, when I started over again after having my babies, and then for this 4th time. So I feel like a little bit of a pro in the area, but this last time has been my very best. I say that because as soon as I began doing hair in Florida, I was fully booked right out the gate. I decided to go all in on a suite. It's just a personal preference. I think there is a style for everyone because I have kids in elementary school and I'm also an educator. I have to balance a lot of things in my life, and so I only wanted to work about 3 to 4 days behind the chair, and I couldn't commit to a regular schedule that most salon owners want from you. So it was just completely personal preference. I think there is a business style for every hairstylist, and what works for me, hopefully, can work for you, but hopefully you guys can actually get something from this. I find that it's very valuable. So I'll get into it. So because I'm already a veteran stylist, I've worked for a couple of years and obviously polished my skills. And I've gotten kind of good at photography. Not amazing, I just use my iPhone, but I've always taken pictures. And because of that, I was able to take pictures of some of my old clients in New Orleans and start a portfolio whenever I knew I was going to be moving. So I decided to take plenty of great pictures of all of my clients, and I decided to specialize. So mostly I do very creative color. I do vivids and color corrections and blonding. So it's a very particular clientele that I decided I wanted to make for myself whenever I moved here to Florida. I collected all of those photos, and about 2 months before I officially started at my suite, I started posting in my new local town's Facebook groups. So I made sure that I went through the Facebook. I added a couple of these Facebook groups that were kind of community, garage sales, things like that. And I started kind of watching, and about once a week somebody would ask, like, who's a great hairstylist in the area? And I could see that the community was very good in several of these groups. So I decided to just put myself out there and introduce myself as a newbie to the area. So what I did about 2 months before actually starting was I took these beautiful photos that I collected, and I posted only my very best work, and it was all the color work that I wanted to do. It wasn't that I can do this, that, everything. I didn't want to be a generalist. I wanted to show that I specialized in color, and I think that set me apart quite a bit from other hairstylists in the area. And I'm sure they all do beautiful work. I just positioned myself that way. So I actually posted a photo of myself, the most professional picture I could put together, and I wrote a caption and included the other photos in there, and I introduced myself. I said, hey guys, my name is Robin Spalding. I'm very excited to join your community. And I hope that you will, I will be able to see you guys in passing. I have 2 kids, just kind of sort of like a welcoming post. And I just said, I'm a new hairstylist to the area, but I have been doing hair for such and such years. I tried not to get too braggadocious, but just something so that, people from the area knew that I was pretty serious. And so I posted these photos and said, I hope to meet you all. And if you're looking to book, I would love to have you. I'm not yet working, but I'm starting a wait list, I hope I say hello to you guys. And I ended up getting so many sweet, warm, welcoming messages. People wishing me well, hoping that I did well, welcoming me to the area. And then, of course, several popped up and said, wow, your work is beautiful. I've been looking for somebody. In which case, I would just go ahead and private message them and say, that's great. I would love to have you as a guest. Why don't we keep in touch? And I would direct them to my business Facebook hair page where they could learn more about me. And they could kind of get to know my virtual acquaintance that way, and I asked them a few things about themselves, and I kind of kept tabs on people after that. So I made up a list of potential clients, and then several were obviously very interested in when I was going to be open for business. They wanted to hop right on board. So I went ahead and made up sort of a new client list, and I followed up, a couple of weeks before I was ready to book, and that way I was booked immediately. I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know if people would take it well. I didn't know if I was if I would get rejected. I didn't know if people would think I was pushy or what. I really didn't know, and I had never seen it done before, but I was willing to try because at this phase in my life, I take action, and I'm not afraid to fall flat on my face. And I think that's number one when it comes to getting booked. And then being your authentic self. I know everyone says that, but it's such a true statement. If you can be confident and make others feel good about themselves too, and kind of inspire others, you make such a world of difference. But this is just the very small story of how I started out in Florida and got like fully booked right away. I would love to share more tidbits, so if you could hang with me, you can always find me on Instagram. I gear my Instagram towards more hairstylists and some of my clients as well. But you can find me on Instagram. It's at Robin Spalding Hair. That's ROBINSPAULDINGHAIR. You can also find me on Facebook. Same thing, Robin Spalding Hair, which is geared towards my clients. If you'd like a sneak peek at the kind of things that I like to post. And you can find me here on YouTube. I am so excited to start this journey with you guys, hopefully inspire and help you guys push your own business forward, because that's what I'm here for. I love seeing others thrive, and I'd love to make a difference in your life. So reach out. My email is robinspaldinghair@yahoo.com. And I would love to hear from you if you got something out of this, or leave me a comment. That would be amazing. So I hope you guys like this, and let me know what else you want too. So hopefully see you on the next one.